And welcome back to Red Card. I'm your host, Anthony Toter. Right now, we go to the NASL Golden Glove winner of 2014 from FC Edmonton, Mississauga native, Ontario-born, John Smits. John, welcome again, my friend.
Hi, Anthony. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, pleasure to have you on. We apologize for the delay there. We had on former FC Dallas coach Shayla Heineman, and we talked about so many things with him. But right now, let's talk to you about what an honor this is to receive the Golden Glove Award. You posted a 0.90 goals against average. That doesn't come without the great work in front of you. Talk about it, John.
Well, as I told everyone else, I never really considered about the Golden Glove Award and thought about, trying to achieve that. It was basically our whole team was focused on making that final playoff push. We had a very great run at the last stretch of the season, and our team was on fire. So that's what helped, us get the results, but also me to kind of pad my stats in a way. And we were able to. I think we allowed 1 goal against in 4 games, and our team was working really hard defensively. That's what we've been doing all season. Even though we didn't finish strong in the first season, we still kept it very close. Our goal differential was, we had every team beat in goal differential because we've been keeping balls from going to the back of our net, and we've been scoring, every now and then. Not the most prolific of all teams, but we've been producing. So it's been a very exciting second half of the season for us. And the war, I think, as I just tell people, it's just a byproduct of, it's a team effort.
John, let's talk about that. Let's be brutally honest. That spring season did not go for you or your teammates, but this fall season, you really came into your own. Your teammates really started to gel together. And we talked to head coach Colin Miller about a couple weeks ago. And I think the turning point to me, watching your team, was at a Canadian Club Championship in Montreal, where basically you guys got robbed of that game and that result. And it seemed to me you guys started to really connect and bond together as a team, even more stronger. And I watched about 3 or 4 of your games, John. You were standing on your head, keeping your team into the games, and then they responded with some big goals as well to help you out.
Yeah, I won't comment about the Montreal game, but it was actually a very positive learning experience for all of us. And, it really helped us come together. We all, when people, they're together and they face such adversity and they figure ways to overcome it, it's a really positive bonding experience for all of us. And I think that really helped our team gel. And the Canadian Championships, which was happening, halfway through the first season, we started to pick it up. We started to find ourselves, figure out how we were playing. We did make a couple adjustments near the very end of that first season, and we saw the results in the second season, how we were scoring a lot more, and we were keeping the ball from going to the back of our net.
John, you were down there on the weekend accepting your award, and you got a chance to watch that final. I got to be honest, I watched it. The first half was not the first half I expected, but the second half, it exploded, it opened up. Talk about what you witnessed in that game, San Antonio coming out as the champs.
Well, it was a very cold day. I don't think they expected it to be about 4 degrees in Texas that night. So I think both teams, considering they were both from the southern United States, they weren't expecting such cold weather. But aside from that, and the pitch not being the best it's been, I thought it was an excellent final. I know the first half, teams are very nervous. They don't want to cause mistakes early in the first half. They're trying to feel each other out. It's expected, as I would say. But the second half, that was some world-class goals that we saw. Every goal was fantastic. You had missed penalty shots. You had it all in there. So, it was a very exciting time, and they still managed to sell out, which was great. They had about 8,000 people there, and it was an amazing experience.
John, San Antonio, Carolina, the Cosmos, I think Minnesota have been lights out with great attendance, and they've really packed their stadiums. We're hearing whispers now, John, possibly, maybe Hamilton, maybe the rebirth of the old Toronto Blizzard coming back into the North American Soccer League. How great would that be to have more teams in Ontario and in Canada?
Yeah, I think having teams in Canada would be the best case scenario. They always think about teams that can join in, like maybe a team from the Prairies or Calgary, to kind of build a rivalry between Edmonton. But I think there's the same market, even a better market in Hamilton, you have such diversity in Southern Ontario around Toronto and Hamilton area. So I think that would be excellent to have teams come in, and also for the development of Canadian soccer. We've already noticed that Canadians are being noticed a lot more. We saw the results of the Canada Men's 20. I think they got 2 wins and a draw against England, U.S., and Russia. So the youth is looking really promising, and everyone's really, really excited about what's coming up. So I think to help boost that development and just keep the depth going is we need more teams in Canada.
John, you talk about the youth, and I watched Hanson Bokai, a teammate of yours today, play for the under-20s. Fearless this young man is. He'd go through a brick wall for you. He's passionate about playing for Canada. I look at some of the young goalies up and coming in this country, like Marco Carducci. How great is that finally to see the younger ages stacked and ready to play for Canada?
I think it's amazing that we have such a young crop, like a generation coming in, and we all know that they're going to be able to take the bulk of the heavy workload for the nation when it's time for them when they reach their prime. So I think it's going to be exciting for everyone in Canada to see they're going to be a lot more successful, and there's going to be a lot more hype around the team. I think it's going to help soccer and the game in Canada altogether. It's going to greatly impact the sport and help younger athletes really decide that they want to choose soccer as their first sport, and they want to develop and try to play for their country.
John, very quickly, going back to your club, FC Edmonton, your owner, Tom Fath, I think has been one of the best owners in the NASL. He's sunk a lot of money into your club and into development. I think that is fantastic. We heard that head coach Colin Miller has signed a new 3-year contract. If I'm not mistaken, I think you've signed as well. But is there anything in the back of your mind that would really like to test yourself out, whether in Europe, maybe in MLS? What is going through your mind now? You've won a real prestigious award. I'm pretty sure that people now are going to contact you or through your agent to have a possible look in one of these leagues, whether in Europe and MLS. Are you open to that?
I'm always open to it. My goal ever since I started as a professional is to just play at the highest level I possibly can. And every year I want to get better. Every year I want to develop more, add more tools to my game, and be an asset to any team I join in. I hope raise the standards. So if I end up in MLS, I'll do everything I can there. Right now I'm extremely happy with FC Edmonton, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else at the moment. You always, as a young kid, you have dreams of going to Europe. You always had that Premier League ambitions and everything, and it's just, it's a wild ride just to even think about it. But at the same time, you have to kind of keep the reins on yourself and just kind of hang back and don't try to get ahead of yourself, and you just take it one step at a time. You have to take it easy, take it slow, and don't try to do too much right away. It's a great award to receive. At the same time, I'm just really looking forward to next year and the 2015 season with FC Edmonton.